go ahead and tap in. Oh shit, yeah, that class come down in about 3 more minutes. No, 3 more hours. 3 more hours. What's going on, family? Tap in, tap in, tap in. Familia. Need familia. Tap in, tap in, tap in, tap in. Tap in, tap in, tap in. 3 more hours, y'all. 3 more hours in the class. He's tooking down. All right, 3 more hours. 3 more hours. All right, 3 more hours. Peace, peace, family. Peace, family. Peace, peace, peace. 3 more hours. Now, I had a couple of folks asking me, does that mean if I download the class, that means I don't have access? No, if you download the class before 11, it's really before 12 p.m., but before 11:59 p.m., you have that class forever. Like I literally was having folks asking me, like, hey, is it still gonna be available Monday? Is Monday Friday? Like, come on, y'all. Like, come on, Cletus. All right, so yeah, tap in, y'all. Tap in, tap in, tap in. Please don't miss this free class, y'all. Please don't get this beginner course, okay? Please don't miss out on this freebie, okay? Okay, please don't miss out on this freebie. Like, you will be a fucking fool. You will be a fucking fool. What? And y'all, watch after the day. Watch Monday, people start strolling in. Hey, brother, you still got that class for free? Like, no, I know they told you it ends on Friday, brother. Like, we gotta read. All right, like, you got until 11:59 to download this class to your computer or to any file on your phone, okay? All right, so you can have it for life. For life. I got folks that literally said, brother, I'm not going to be able to get to the class on Friday. I'm like, you're not going to be able to download something free? Folks be so busy. All right? Folks be so busy. All right, but yeah, definitely. How do you download? Well, it's a Zoom link. You just I'm trying to think, like, because I put it on there as a Zoom link. Oh, okay. So when y'all click on it, what do it give y'all? It don't give you a chance to save it to anything? It don't give you a chance to save it? Man, y'all gotta be able to copy the link and send it to it. That's why I'm saying, what's going on? Like, what are y'all doing? What's going on? Like, it's like some people got it, some. Okay. I'm about to say, people probably open it from a different, I don't know, some people using their phone, some people using their computer, but I don't know what it is. Figure it out. Okay, you don't want, man, I'm trying to tell y'all, it's a lot of bullshit out there. It's a lot of bullshit out there. I wanted to give my beginner course free just to start people out the right way. It's a lot of bullshit out there. All right. But yeah, so definitely. What else I wanted to talk about? The post I made. Cause I guess I didn't explain myself enough. Y'all know I be talking in Ebonics. The spelling bee police started to check. I started to check me. So yeah, definitely get that free course, y'all. Yeah, I don't know, people not reading. I literally had folks saying, brother, can you send me the link? I'm like, it's in my bio. Yeah, I know, but can you send me the link? I'm like, what the fuck? Like, what the fuck is wrong with people? What the fuck is wrong with people? That shit be crazy. I already know they don't read. I like it feel so. If you ain't doing something that simple, I know you ain't gonna overstand shit inside the class. You know what I'm saying? I really gave this shit out for free because I know even a lot of folks is going to take their time to, you feel me? They're going to watch it once. Like, I literally had folks watch it once. All right, brother, I'm ready for the advance. I'm like, no, the fuck you're not. Sit the fuck down. Watch that shit again. And then watch it again. And then watch it again. All right? Like, don't send nothing off. Don't send nothing off. Just learn what's going on. You know what I'm saying? Baby step it. It's not really a rush. I know a lot of folks ready to get out their bills. And folks be saying, well, if it work, it should just work, right? Like, no. It's working for us. It may not work for you. You know what I'm saying? It may not work for you. Because you don't know how to respond once they say no. So what you gonna do after you get an advanced course, it tells you to send this in, you send it in, and then they say no. Then you're going to be saying, well, why don't you tell us what they're going to say? Hey, get the fuck out of here. Nobody doing all that. Nobody doing all that. Go fucking read. Or you can go to the nice guys, and the nice guys will walk you down the long way. They'll hold your hand and walk you down the long way. But yeah, so the post I made, that was when I was speaking about you don't have to give your loyalty to someone you're not married to. Okay, let me kind of explain that just a tad bit. Okay, just a tad bit. All right. They're almost they always gonna say no. So, but the thing is, it ain't about that. It's about knowing what to say after they say no. Because a lot of folks just give up. A lot of folks give up. All right, but yeah. Back to the relationship. Now, my page ain't for relationship advice at all, okay? Do not take relationship advice from me at all, okay? You come to my page for financial information. Do not come to my page for relationship advice at all, okay? So with that being said, the post that I made about you're only supposed to be loyal to your wife or your husband, all right, meaning I know as a male, I've had a lot of women try to pressure me into doing husband shit, like, you're supposed to be done. I say, whoa, motherfucker, whoa, I'm not supposed to do Nathan, okay? I'm not supposed to do Nathan. All right, everything I do is because I want to do it. All right. The video gonna be up until 11:59. 11:59. All right, but yeah. So when I made that post, I was really speaking more to the men, because I know it's a lot of brothers that I know, all right, that are in situations they really don't want to be in. They just being nice. You know what I'm saying? They just being nice because it's a lot of nice guys out here. All right, it's not, and there's a lot of women that manipulate these nice guys. Y'all rush them into marriage and shit. You know what I'm saying? Oh, yo, he the one. I be hearing you how you talk to your homegirls. Oh, yeah, he the one, girl. He got this, he got that. Oh, yeah, he the one. What? And you don't got a pot to piss in. You know what I'm saying? So that's why I made the post. Now, I know there's women out there that's probably have men pressuring you into being into a situation you don't want to. All right? A lot of people are scared to say no. All right? A lot of people is scared to say no. All right? I'm 30 years old now, and I've come to the realization, well, I learned this when I was like 25. Like, I've learned to say no. You know what I'm saying? When a woman say, hey, can we be exclusive? And I'm not ready. No. All right. I like how things is going. You feel me? It's casual. You know what I'm saying? You talking to who you talking to. I'm talking to who I'm talking to. We living life. You feel me? Like, soon as folks start making that commitment, you know what I'm saying? A lot of these men, a lot of us men, okay? A lot of us men ain't ready for that commitment. And we it's not because we're less of a man, because a woman will try to manipulate you. Well, if you ain't ready for that, you ain't a man. They quick to say that shit. They be like, well, if you ain't ready to settle down and commit, you still must be a little boy. You know what I'm saying? They instantly make you feel guilty because you don't want to be in a situation. Nobody ever broke my heart, y'all. And all women keep asking me that shit. Like, I've never been cheated on, to my knowledge. I've never had my heart broken, y'all. I've never had a problem getting a woman ever in my life. So I think that's why. You know what I'm saying? I see things why I see it. I never had an issue getting a woman. You know what I'm saying? So I ain't like a guy that's scared to say some shit. You feel what I'm saying? Because everything I say right now, you see everything I say right now, all the women that deal with me already understand that. Okay? They already understand. I don't have nothing to hide. I'm 30 years old. I'm 30 years old. A lot of folks don't realize that shit, but motherfucker, I'm 30 years old. Okay? I lost my virginity a long time ago. Okay, I've never had a problem getting a woman. Never had an issue. Well, I used to have an issue being honest with a woman. You know what I'm saying? I was the one that used to manipulate situations. You know what I'm saying? Knowing damn well I don't want to do that, but I'll be trying to play both sides of the fence. You see what I'm saying? That was me. You know what I'm saying? I was the cheater. Yeah, that was me. I never was cheated on. What? What? No, I was never cheated on. Now, if they did, I don't know about it, but I've never had my heart broke. You know what a lot of manipulative women will say? And I love women. I want y'all to know that from the bottom of my heart. I think the women is the only ones that can really change in society. But anyway, all right. Every time I say I never got my heart broken for a woman, always tell me, oh, it's coming. Oh, it's coming. It's like y'all be wishing that on me. I'm like, what the? Maybe the universe wanted me to go through certain things so I could be able to relay certain things. Okay? I done tried the monogamous. I done tried the poly. You feel what I'm saying? So I feel like I kind of see it from both sides. You know what I'm saying? Right now, I'm in the space of my lonesome. You know what I'm saying? I'm not worried about anything. I'm just focused on freeing people right now. But it was a point in time where I was in a polygamous relationship. All right? And I could see, okay, this could work. All right? With the right pieces, you feel what I'm saying? I know a monogamous situation would work with the right piece. You know what I'm saying? And as a man that ain't been scared to try those things, I'm here to let all men know, hey, brother, don't let her manipulate you. Okay, don't let her manipulate. I don't give a damn if she say you a whole dog out here. I don't care if I'm not saying be nasty and be out here. You feel me? I'm not saying that. I'm saying live your life. Fuck what these women talking about. Live your life. Okay? Live your life. Especially when they see you got something going. Man, they gonna try to lock your ass down. I don't need a woman to tell me that happens. I know it happens because I done been in a situation where women always try to lock me down. I usually, hold on now. Hold your motherfucking horses now. All right? Especially older women. What? Especially older women. When they think because they older, they can kind of manipulate the situation, control the situation. But when you stand on your 10, a woman respect that even more. You know what I'm saying? Time after time, I've had a woman tell me, I've been trying to change you, and I see I ain't going to be able to change you. And I be like, you goddamn right. I don't know why you thought you was. I've been seeing your game. I've been getting women since 2nd grade, walking with 2 girlfriends going to class. You know what I'm saying? I know all about that. I never had an issue getting women. So I don't have an issue getting rejected. The only man that's scared of rejection is a man that can't get a woman. Okay? And when I go back and forth with a woman, they say, man, you must be gay. Because no real man goes back and forth with a woman. Nah. Real men do go back and forth with a woman. You must never had a real man before. All right? When you say something, he just shut the fuck up. You're like, all right, baby. All right, you right. All right, baby. All right, goddamn. All right, baby. All right, you right, goddamn. You know what I'm saying? Because he don't want you to get on his ass. You know what I'm saying? He gonna slide to the side. I'm like, all right, baby. All right, so I'm here to speak for the men. That's just what it is. I'm here to speak for the men, not the negative men. I'm here to speak for the good men. All right, don't lie to the woman. Let her know, hey, I'm not ready for this commitment that you're trying to get in. I see where this is going. Okay, I see it. So before we get to a certain level, let's make sure we're still on the same page. Not a lot of men do that. All right, and when a man does do that, first, a lot of women say they want that truth, but I'm gonna be honest with you. You be that truthful with a woman, it's like they can't handle that shit. I don't know, but maybe it's the women I deal with, but it can't handle that shit. Real honesty. It's like it's really no need to lie. All right, if you don't like me because I want to focus on myself, and you see what I'm saying, fuck you. Okay, go find somebody else that's gonna bend over backwards for you after 2 weeks of knowing you. You know what I'm saying? Go ask them. Go ask them. Yeah, go read that CFR. This is for the fellas right now. I don't care if all women log off right now. They don't like hearing that. This for the men. All right, men checking in. Men checking in. All right, live your life, brother. All right, get your finances together. Live your life. Okay, they don't want to hear that. All right, women are too emotional. Men, we gotta stay logical. Get your finances together, okay? Then go out and look for what can match your piece. Because right now, brother, she gonna manipulate you. All right? She gonna manipulate you. All right? And plus, at the perception you at now, you at a low vibration. So anything you attract is gonna be low vibration. All right? So even when you get high meaning the high value, you're gonna be attracting everything. So you really gonna have to... Oh, nope. She said she let me in 3 days. Nope. Hell nah. Oh, what? I gotta do it. I gotta do that and that. Oh, hell nah. You know what I'm saying? You gonna be out here goddamn shimmying. You know what I'm saying? Shimmy. Only guys that get women know what I'm talking about. I ain't talking about you square. I ain't talking to you squares. All right, okay, I'm not talking to the squares. All right, nothing wrong with being a square. You can only do what you can. You can only work with what you can work with. Okay? All right? You can only work with what you can work with. All right? I'm not saying, you feel me? But y'all know who I'm talking to. All right? You know how it's been going for you on the dating scene. You know. All right? You know. All right? But for the man that has and can get a woman, I need you to know and understand, brother. All right? Learn this consumer law, contract law. All right, please do not fall victim. All right, because there's some beautiful women out there, like some very beautiful jaw-dropping. All right, women out there that are lurking. You ever told a beautiful woman no? You ever told a beautiful woman no? You ever had a woman throw herself on you and then you told her, hi, not right now, queen? You ever did that before? It feels so empowering. Because I remember a time where I wasn't that strong. You know what I'm saying? And like you throwing it on me, like, let's get it. You know what I'm saying? That's how I used to be. But now I'm at the age now and at the experience now. It's like, yo, I can, you feel me? Like, and it feels great. Tony the Tiger. You know what I'm saying? It feels wonderful, magnificent. All right? All right, because when these women see that you're on your level, like, on your square, on your purpose, because I feel like every man needs to focus on his purpose before he looks for a woman. You know what I'm saying? We be trying to look for a woman. All right? We be trying to look for a woman while we working on our purpose. That shit is that shit is conflicting. You can't do that. Focus on your purpose, and then the woman will attract. Focus on your purpose, the woman will attract. Okay? Granted, please don't. This is from a male, fellas. No woman is gonna tell you that. Okay? No woman is gonna tell you that. All right, brother, stay free. All right? Focus on yourself and your purpose. That woman ain't going nowhere. She might say, you do that, I'm leaving. She ain't going nowhere. Okay? Because she gonna have to choose from a guy that's focused on his purpose and then all the other guys. A guy that's focused on his purpose versus all the other guys. And women quick to throw, all right, nah, you just want to be with other women. I get that so much. Like, when I don't want to spend time with a woman, they instantly say, oh, is it someone else? Yeah, motherfucker. Life. Purpose. Yeah, purpose. Okay, I can't text you all fucking day. Okay, I can't go back and forth with you all damn day. How's your day? Really? Okay. All right, well, what you about to get into? Who the fuck? I don't have that type of time. Okay, I'm sure there's a brother out there that does. I'm sure. Okay, I'm sure. That can text you all day. Okay, that takes you all day. So I had to have the real overstanding. Like, I had to really look at myself in the mirror and say, hey, bro, listen, you a busy individual. All right, so you have to overstand. If you do poly, you got to allow your woman to have another guy. If you're not going to have that commitment, is either you going to be committed or you going to let her have other guys. So I made the decision like, shit, all right, I'm committed to my purpose more than I'm committed to this woman. All right, I'm just going to be honest about it. I love myself too much to compromise for somebody else's purpose. Because I feel like if a woman really understands what I'm putting down or giving off, she'll understand like this is for the bigger picture. Like, this shit is bigger than me. You see what I'm saying? This shit is bigger than me. Sometimes you got to take your woman and let her know. Like, listen, like, we not focused, man. You know what I'm saying? I'm off my steps right now. I don't feel like I'm on the track of my purpose. All right, because especially if you're a great man, you busy providing, making sure she's straight. All right. I'm not saying don't do anything. I'm not saying that. I'm just saying don't lose focus on yourself. That's what I'm saying. All right, a woman will tell you quick, you're supposed to provide, you're supposed to be doing this, you're supposed to be doing this. All right, you're supposed to be doing this. Like, God damn. Am I gaining? Like, in my purpose of life, am I gaining? Or am I just here to provide and make sure that you good? You know what I'm saying? I've been trying to tell women, yo, there's a lot of unhappy married men. Like, your husband ain't gonna tell you that shit. Okay, I was married, right? So I was cheating and shit. You know what I'm saying? I'm not boasting about this shit. I feel horrible as a male. I feel horrible as a husband for the things I did. Okay, so, but understanding that, all I had to do was say, damn, bro, you're not happy. Just do what you need to do and leave. All right, as a man, like, we don't really have that planned out. You know what I'm saying? So we try to play both sides. You know what I'm saying? Some women think, oh, you cheating because you hate me, you trying to hurt me. Nah, he's not cheating because he hurts you. He's cheating because he don't want to commit to you, but he doesn't know how to say it and he doesn't know how to leave. So he gets caught red-handed with his hand in the cookie jar. All right, so the fellas that know what I'm talking about know what I'm talking about. Okay, women, you probably don't know nothing of what I'm saying right now. It probably sounds like some foreign ass shit. Okay, but I'm just being honest with you. There's a lot of good men that are unhappily married. Okay, because they have literally given up their purpose. All right, they have given their all to providing for the house, for their woman, for their family. Okay, they get used and abused. Everybody move out. Okay, he gets old. All right, his woman starts looking at him different. All right, because you see what I'm saying? It's like, and he's supposed to be the provider. All right, now I'm not saying don't provide. I'm just saying, yo, don't lose sight on yourself because, brother, you're going to crash out eventually. Okay, you're going to crash out eventually. All right, so that shit ain't really got nothing to do with consumer law. I try to make my page strictly about consumer law, but you know what I'm saying? Like, yeah, I already, man, bro, trust me, I be having brothers hop in. Hey, brother, keep talking that shit. It's only people that have issues. I be saying, be some of our women. You know what I'm saying? They be like, did somebody hurt you? I'm like, hell no, nobody ever hurt me. I love women to the day I die. What? I adore women. What? But I also see what women can do. All right? I also see what women can do, especially beautiful women. Again, if you don't believe me, next time you get a beautiful woman try to throw herself on you, show some restraint. and just see what happens. Just see what happens. Just see what happens. Okay? Just see what happens. So, ladies, I hope you ain't abusing your motherfucking man, asking him for shit every goddamn day. And I overheard, I be hearing women say shit like, well, he likes buying me shit. He likes He likes when I'm he likes, I bet he do. All right, but you making it seem like he liking it more than you. You knowing damn well you pressure that man, you calling him like, stop. Yeah, they'll call you gay quick. They'll call you, they say you must be gay. You know, they say that shit quick because they don't know how to handle the conversation. You know what I'm saying? They can never handle the conversation. All right? They can never handle the conversation. That's why I say, yo, I need their man to have this talk with them. I can't have this talk with them. You know what I'm saying? They gonna be like, man, you wrong. Let your man come to you and be like, baby, listen, I'm not happy. All right, I'm not happy. All right, I'm not happy. I feel like I'm losing myself. I feel pressured to keep you happy. All right, in that I'm exerting all my energy where I'm not happy. You know what I'm saying? And sex, I'm gonna need more than sex, goddamn. I'm gonna need more than that. Okay, I'm gonna need more than that. Okay, I done did all this, I done did this, and your reward to me is you getting into a nice nightgown and giving me some. Like, man, and baby, by the way, it's beautiful. I love it, okay? But damn, is that all I'm worth? Is all I'm worth is what's between your legs? That's all you can. Is that all? Is that all? I already know what y'all gonna get your man for Christmas. You about to pop that? Oh, never mind. I got some kids following me. I got some. My nephew done started following me. Goddamn, I forgot. Shit. Yeah. We know what y'all gonna get for Christmas. He already know what he about to get. Some damn tools and some. he about to probably get some cologne and get some. He already know. Let him come to you and be like, baby, tonight I'm gonna give you this. And he gonna be like, that's it, baby. But you know I wanted this. Baby, you know I wanted this, though. You know I seen that. Oh, man, I thought you were going to get me the $5,000 bag. What? Oh, no. Come on, baby. You always give me that. You always give me that. Can I get something else? I've been married to you for 20 years. You don't think I know what that's like? You don't think I know what that's like? Let your man say some shit like that, man. Y'all gonna have his ass sleeping outside. You gonna be like, well, if you don't like it, well, I can find somebody that do. If you don't like it, I'll find somebody that do. Yo, I done heard it all. You know what I'm saying? Like, you can't even express yourself. It's like, baby, I'm not on you. I'm trying to talk to you. Listen, I'm just asking for more. Well, if you don't like what I'm giving, somebody else will like it. Somebody else will like it. I'm like, I'm at the point like, all right, motherfucker, go ahead then. Motherfucker, bye. All right, take that shit to him then. Get your ass up. Pack your shit up and get out. The fuck? Hey, do not follow me for relationship advice. You may lose your woman tonight. All right, so if you gonna listen to me, you better go all the way, brother. All right, I'm just letting you know how that conversation's about to go. I'm just letting you know how that conversation's about to go. It is not gonna go how you think. Go ahead, pack your shit. Please don't have this conversation if you don't have no say so in the building. If your name ain't please shut the fuck up. Don't say shit. Now, if you got your own shit, yeah, hell yeah, it's time to stand up, brother. Hey. time to stand up. Goddamn, it's time to stand up. Now, if you know that's her place, and you got your game hooked up, and you knowing damn well you don't pay no bills and shit, shut the fuck up. All right, shut the fuck up. All right, cause you ain't got a pot to piss in. You ain't got a leg to stand on. Shut the fuck up. Do not take any of my advice. Alright? My advice is for the high value men. Alright, so my advice is for the men that has their own. Okay? He who pays or performs less says less. I remember that's what my dad said when I was little. He who pays less says less, son. So if you don't pay shit, you don't say shit. Alright, and I took that with me as I got older. I was like, oh, that makes perfect fucking sense. Alright? That makes perfect fucking sense. If you pay less, you don't say much. If you pay less, you shouldn't say much. Okay? We should put that in. We should have like a motherfucking sayings for people, like just to have a booklet for people just to read of daily sayings and reminders. He who says less, he who pays less says less. That is simple as, y'all know how many people is inside of people's house and saying the most? How many times y'all done open, this is for the women, how many times you done opened your house up? You done opened your house up because the brother done told you he going through some things. Man, what? My homegirls be asking me, what should I do? Should I kick him out? I'm like, hell yeah, kick his ass out. The fuck? Hell yeah. I got daughters. My daughter called me and say, Dad, but he don't have anywhere to go. He'll figure it out. He'll figure it out. That's what turns boys into men. All right, he will figure it out. I had to figure it out. You know what I'm saying? I remember they getting an argument. Get the fuck out, nigga. I remember having to pack my shit and going. I know. All right? I know about it. So I'm just letting you know. Okay? Okay? Fellas, don't get compromised, all right? Don't get compromised. All right, you'll lose yourself. And that goes for women too. Don't get pressured in situations that you don't want to be in. A lot of women is in situations because they scared of what the guy may do to them, which is even more traumatic. You know how many women are in situations that they want to leave, but they scared they might get their ass whooped. We got to build some kind of program, you feel what I'm saying? Because it's like, because I've had homegirls that done said some shit like that. I'm like, damn. Like, you ain't just saying that, is you? But some of these women are in situations they really don't want to be in, but they just scared they leave, man. This might go crazy. What? And they might not be wrong. They might not be wrong. That's the sad part about it. You know what I'm saying? I really didn't understand that shit, like just being young. Cause I was like, man, just leave. What the hell? You just get beat on. Just fucking leave this motherfucker. What the hell? But who gon' protect her when she? You feel me? Cause I ain't about to jump in the middle of no shit. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, that's a tough position to be in. Tough position to be in. I would say learn this consumer law, learn this contract law, and just dip out on his ass. Goddamn, don't even let him know where you at. You know what I'm saying? Dip out. Learn this consumer law and contract law first. You learn equity law, trust law. All right, because we definitely want any traumatic situations. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, I done heard some crazy ass stories, man. Crazy stories. Some real good women just being trapped inside of situations also. All right, so it goes both ways. It definitely goes both ways. I mean, I can't really speak on that all the way because, like I said, I'm not a woman. You have to speak to a woman that has been through that. Yeah, definitely, I would say going to gun classes, all that martial arts shit. Yeah, man, what? Man, you better get you some motherfucking pistol lessons. All right, now it's good to have some hand-to-hand combat, but we gonna be real. All All right. Oh, when I be seeing women, and again, let me say this before, goddamn, hop on me. Let me light my blunt up before I say what I'm gonna say, cause I know how the police get. And before I say what I'm gonna say, let me goddamn take a little puff. Cause sheesh, you think you killed somebody. All right. So I be seeing a lot of women in hand-to-hand combat classes, which is you definitely is fine and dandy. You need that, okay? All right, you need that. You need that, all right? But none of that is. What is the purpose of that if you're not taking no gun classes? You know how many women say, "Oh, I don't want to handle a gun. I'm scared." Woman, you need to be so scared that you want to protect your life. What you gonna do when that 230-pound man, you trying to do some hand-to-hand, your little ass instructor done showed, your little ass instructor done showed you, now that 230-pound man going through all your defenses, slinging your ass around like a damn rag doll. Man, what? You got to know how to handle that pistol or handle whatever it is. Like, you got to have that on. Man, you need a gun, multiple of them. Multiple, but a lot of women is crazy though. Some women are crazy. See, the thing is, you can't tell everybody go get a gun because it's like, on the flip side, she may shoot him because he's leaving. We've seen it before. You know what I'm saying? So it's like a rock in a hard place. So that's why I don't think they ever gonna make any real ruling on gun control, because we gotta protect ourselves. We gotta protect. What you want us to protect ourselves with motherfucking sticks? Even if they make guns illegal, you think people still ain't gonna have guns? Count me in. What the hell? I don't give a damn what they say. Give a damn how the law changed. What? I got to protect home. Yeah, I'm gonna be real. I never really told nobody this. I'm gonna be real. I didn't really start carrying straps until I was 25 years old. I got robbed when I was 25. All right, after that, that's when I was like, okay, all right, let me stop goddamn. You feel what I'm saying? But all the way up to I was age of 20 to 25, I never needed one. I was never in a situation where I needed it. Like, I was never the person that I had to look over my back. I was never the person that was really getting into shit. You know what I'm saying? Like, so I really never understood, like, folks that had to live that life. You know what I'm saying? That's always looking over your shoulder. The worst thing I'm going to be is driving with no license. You know, I'm going to have weed on me and shit too. But, you know what I'm saying? Besides that, But after I got robbed, it was like, that was my alert. Like, okay, bet. You know what I'm saying? Like, all right. I just need to say it one time. You know what I'm saying? But all actuality, before that event, I was never in a situation where I needed one. Now, granted, I'm like, places I was, you need one, but I was never in no shit where it was like, damn, I wish I had a pistol on me. Never. Up until I turned 25. All right? Up until 25. Now, like I say, it's a whole different story now, because that was I was like, okay, damn. That shit could have went down. All right? So, but definitely, I think everybody definitely needs to have protection on them. You can have the best hands in the world, but what you gonna do with 5 men kicking your door in? You know what I'm saying? Your home invasions be going crazy. Y'all seen what they did to Pop Smoke? You know what I'm saying? Like, I was looking at that video the other day. I'm like, damn, like, this shit really go on. You know what I'm saying? Like, you think people is invading your crib with no gun? You think they just breaking into your house with bare hands? You know what I'm saying? So I'm really, like, trying to see how they gonna do this gun control thing. Like, I really want to see how they about to do this. Like, cause it's like that's not gonna change nobody's perception on their safety of life. All right. Yeah, I mean, yeah, you can have bodyguards all day. You know what I'm saying? That shit costs. A lot of them rappers don't have money to have 24-hour bodyguards. You know what I'm saying? They still paying off their cars and their jewelry. You think they got enough for 24-hour bodyguard? They might got enough for at the events. You know what I'm saying? But around the clock, that's bullshit. You know what I'm saying? Around the clock. But yeah, again, my page is not for relationship advice. None of that. Of course, I'm going to be throwing a little shit in there, like my own opinion on things. But make sure you come into my page strictly, and I mean strictly, okay, strictly to learn consumer law, contract law, okay, and to learn your rights. Like everything else is just a bonus. You feel what I'm saying? Like all other shit is just a bonus. You can literally ignore me when I'm not talking about consumer law. All right. But yeah, I hope y'all got the course. It was totally free. I hope you sent it to your mama. Hope you sent that shit to your grandma. Hope you sent that to your little cousin. All right. How much I charge for consultations? I charge $400 an hour. 200 for 30 minutes. I don't do anything less than 30 minutes because I don't feel like you can't learn shit in 30 minutes. And I wouldn't advise anybody to book a one-on-one with me if they haven't seen my beginner course or if you haven't got no course from me, period. Because all that one-on-one would be me is telling you, hey, I got a course. You just spent $400 for 1 hour. I have an advanced course for $500. That's 6 hours long and you'll have it for life. But you can give me $400 an hour and we can talk about what you need to do to take this. You see what I'm saying? So I try to tell folks, don't even really book a one-on-one if you don't have a class. Now, if you got a class, yeah, book a one-on-one. So I'll give you some clarity. All right, I can give you some clarity. All right. Oh, you say your course keeps starting over? Anybody have issues with their course? Because it might be some issues. So many people got it. It might be some, are y'all ever having issues like logging on or saying try again later? That shit is gonna be up until 11:59. All right, now to get into some little bit more deeper information, okay, what majority of folks is here for, okay? So basically my page is basically opening your mind up to laws that have been placed for our benefit. When I say our benefit, I'm talking about the people. All right, there has been laws, all right, there has been acts that have been in place, okay, for the American people, for the American citizen. All right, you got to remember the citizen, okay, is not the natural person. The citizen is the taxpayer. The taxpayer is not the natural person. The taxpayer is your all caps name, or you can say your corporation, or you can call it what it is, your estate. The name of your estate, okay, is the name of the taxpayer. It's the same name that's on your birth certificate. Okay, so there's a taxpayer, all right? There's a citizen. Those two are the same. Okay, all right, and there's a natural person that controls the taxpayer. Do y'all understand that? There's a natural person that controls the taxpayer. So when you hear people's private brothers saying things like, well, you know we're not supposed to be doing taxes. Taxes are optional. Taxes are voluntarily. Yeah, to the natural person, but it's not voluntary to the taxpayer. The taxpayer is owed taxes. Okay, that's another thing a lot of folks need to understand. Okay, all right, a lot of folks need to understand the tax side of things. Okay, I don't talk too much about it anymore because a lot of folks were just rushing and doing frivolous filings. They'll buy a course So here's something about a 1099 and just start sending shit in. No studying, no IRS publications being read, no instructions being read, no nothing. No, nothing. Folks just buying courses and starting to send shit in because folks is greedy and folks are in emergency need of remedy, which means you're never going to get remedy. All right. So, there's been laws and acts that's been placed to protect the citizen. All right. Citizens of the United States. The citizen of the United States is your estate. All right. In my mentorship that we have this month, one of my mentees made a great analogy. OK, y'all know how we use EINs and social security numbers to do business. All right. You can look at that as an avatar. OK, we have to operate avatars to do business. You see what I'm saying? You operate an avatar to do business. Your avatar is your estate. Your avatar is your estate. In the Sesta Va Act, it says you're supposed to reclaim your estate. It literally says act for redress. And we understand what redress means. Go ahead and Google it. See if I'm lying. See if I'm lying. Go to Google. Just type in redress. When it says redress, it means remedy. It means remedy. So the Sesta Va Act is the act for remedy. All right. So when people ask, is this stuff real? Well, if you can read, it's as real as you can read. I'm going to start saying that. This stuff is as real as you can read. It's as real as you can read. All right. So meaning we're supposed to be coming back and claiming our estates, meaning our bodies. All right. But you got to separate yourself from the body. In comes the Bible. You see what I'm saying? In comes the Bible. All right. So you got to separate yourself from the man because you're the soul that's inside of the man. So the man is the defendant. You know, when you go to court, they say, hey, are you the defendant, blah, blah, blah. And what do we say? Yes, I'm the defendant. First wrong answer. All right, because we're not separating our souls from the man. The man, our estate, is the defendant. Our estate is the principal to all our accounts. All your accounts are positive balance. Meaning, when you go online right now to check one of your bills, it's going to be a positive number. I know a lot of folks is pitching off that and trying to start class. Yeah, you know, all the numbers is positive. People is saying that shit, but they can't really explain that shit. Okay, they can't explain it. It's different between saying it and different between being able to dive into it, explain it, and show you the acts that match up with what you're saying. Because again, I didn't create none of this. I didn't make none of this shit up. All right? All this shit is placed for us to read. All this shit is Googleable. All right? All this shit is Googleable. All right? So what we're supposed to be doing is separating ourselves from the body. All right? Because when we're doing business, we operating as the body. But when we ain't doing business, we're not the body. We just acting on behalf of the body, or quote unquote, the avatar. All right, it's amazing that the avatars dropped this month. You see what I'm saying? So it's, you feel me? Divine timing, y'all. Divine timing. You gotta learn how to control your avatar. You gotta learn how to control it from afar. All right. Meaning all your accounts are principal balances. So you have to understand how to come forth on behalf of the principal and claim everything that's owed to the principal. I'll say it again. You got to learn how to come forth on the behalf of the principal and claim everything that's owed to the principal. Please don't hop in my inbox and say, hey, brother, can you help me with that? You can definitely purchase my class that shows you how to do it. It's 6 hours long. You'll have it for life. You'll have it for life. Me telling you what to do one time, it's not going to stick. It's not going to stick. It's not going to stick. Make sure you have that beginner course too. All right. So what you basically want to do is separate yourself from the estate, and you have to come back as the natural person to claim each individual account on behalf of your estate. All right, you've been doing business for your estate. All right, not knowing it, you've been signing shit, putting your estate in a bad situation. That's why I tell folks, it's not the government, it's not these banks. No, they're not holding the gun to your head and say, you better fill out that application before we beat your ass. No one says that. No one said you better go add fucking trade lines to your credit report before we beat your ass. No one told you that. No one told you that. All right? Because once you read these acts, you don't ever see the word credit score. Folks think I just woke up one morning was this on 10. And I was just saying, fuck credit repair. These folks think I just woke up on edge. No, that comes from reading and understanding. Like, I'll be damned, I don't see nothing in here that is talking about credit scores. So who the fuck is telling me I need a credit score? Okay? Now, once I read what it's saying, what the money is, it's literally saying that the application is the money. It's saying the application is the money. Okay? It's the application is the money. All right, you have to read the Federal Reserve Act. All right, go read Section 16. I'm not going to tell you where it is. Just go read 16. All right, the application is the money. When folks be asking me questions like, well, if everything ain't paid for, I can just go get this and get this. Yeah, when you learn how to do it. All right, yeah, when you learn how to piece it together. I don't know if folks be like mocking or something like that, but I'll be like, yeah, I can literally show you what you can use. That's what the law says. That's what the law says. The law says that the application is the collateral. The law says that. Yeah, the law says that. All right, the law says that. All right, the Federal Reserve Act, Section 16, literally tells you what they do with the applications, family. Literally tells you what they do with the application. All right, it's bigger than just saying Tiller. Folks just saying, oh, you know, on the truth of lending, man, you got to know more than just truth of lending. All right, not saying, I mean, you can't bake it with that, but I'm saying is the Federal Reserve Act is just more deeper because it explains the hidden pieces that truth of lending doesn't explain. All right. All right, so it's deeper than truth and lending. A lot of folks just thinking they could just take truth and lending. Well, you know, under 15 USC 1602, you got to know more than that. You got to know the Banking Act. You got to know more than just Title 15. You got to know Title 12. You got to know Title 12. Title 12. Title 12 talks about the powers and duties of the banks. You got to know what the banks can and can't do to even be able to rebut back with them. Forget status. Don't even worry about status. Folks don't even understand that. You feel what I'm saying? That's a whole different situation. You can change your status all day. You know how many people that I know that changed their status still paying bills? That shit don't mean nothing. What you gonna do when that bill come through that mail? You think they care about you being a private American? They still sending you that. Not telling you, I'm not saying don't change your status, but I'm just saying people are just so focused on that. Yo, you have to deal with what's being sent to you like right now. Changing status, that's a process. You don't just go and do that shit. That is a process. First, you got to learn what it is. Folks just signing up for shit. Yeah, he said he can correct my status. What fucking status? What is going to be your status after that? What's going to be your status after that? Do you even know what's going to be your status after that? Folks should be like, yeah, I'm going to be a private American. Do you even know what that means? And is that the supreme status? Did you ask yourself that? Because if you change your status to something that's not the supreme status, oh goddamn, you're gonna have to change your status again. Now you just change your status, change your status, change your status, change your status. Just sit tight and learn some shit. Sit tight and learn some shit. I mean, I guess that's what they doing. I don't know. I guess you have to ask them. I'm just saying, I know some folks that changed their status and they're still paying bills. So clearly that they don't give the people that's in the bill don't give a damn about that status. Why? Because they're sending you a positive bill, meaning they're paying you interest. Do you think they give a damn what your status is? They must pay you every month. Rather your status is a dog, rather you a man, woman, he, she, her, no matter what your gender is, no matter if you wake up today and your status is alien, all right, they still have to pay your principal. Why? Because 12 USC 1431 says they have powers and duties to borrow applications. They don't say applications, but they borrow and to pay interest. Every 30 days, they pay a positive balance, which is the interest. And we are receiving these positive balances and complaining. All right, again, I haven't always known this. I had to learn this, okay? So please don't be trying to, I'm not better than no one, okay? I had to learn this too, okay? But I'm just letting you know that's what's going on. All right, we are complaining about positive balances. There's no need to dispute when you're supposed to be accepting. I'll say it again. No need to dispute when you're accepting. No need to dispute a positive balance when all you have to do is learn to accept and transfer. Do they have a dispute act? They may do. I don't know. Let me know. Tell me if I'm wrong. Is there a dispute act? Is it? I don't know. I know there's a Bill of Exchange Act that tells you accept. I know there's a Transfer of Property Act. I know there's a Promissory Note Act. I know there's a Security Exchange Act. Okay, I know that. So why the fuck am I disputing? I used to dispute until I learned what was going on. What the fuck am I disputing? Let me choose my words wisely. Only an uninformed person will be mad about a positive balance. Only an uninformed person will be mad about a positive balance being given. That's like me going to your house every day, knocking on your door. Hey, bro, I'm about to give you 500. And you be like, 500? What? They always trying to send me $500. Like, all right, brother, goddamn, I send you 1,000 a month. What's up? These motherfuckers done went up. Did y'all hear this nigga? He trying to give me $1,000. What? Can't believe this shit. There's no such thing as overdue. When you read the Bill of Exchange Act, it literally tells you what to do with overdue balance. It tells you what to do with an overdue bill. It tells you what to do with a bill that you've been sitting in your drawer that's just been collecting dust. It tells you what to do. It tells you. It tells you. Can I accept a 20K credit card? My question to you is, why wouldn't you be able to? Why would it change? I get so many people to ask me that. Hey, can I do that with this? Hey, brother, can I do this with my child support? Well, brother, let me ask you this. Is your child support positive? Well, I'll be damned. Sounds like child support is paying you every month. Sounds like you need to start accepting that bill. That's what it sounds like. Folks be like, can I do this with my hospital bill? Well, Miss Shirlene, is the hospital bill positive? Oh, it is? Okay. Well, yes, Miss Shirlene, You can do this. This is for all positive balance bills. Hey, brother, can I do this with a tax return? Can I do this with a tax bill? Well, yes, Mr. Henry. Yes, you may. You don't need my permission, okay? Yes, you may, Mr. Henry. Is it a positive balance that the IRS sent you? Yes, you may, Mr. Henry. All I gotta do is read the bill at the bottom of the tax bill. It literally says detached here. It literally tells you that. Okay. Oh, they got a Contract Dispute Act of 1978. Okay, there go one. Okay. All right, there go. There's a Contract Dispute Act of 1968. I've never seen that act. Okay, I'm definitely gonna read that thing tonight, though. Okay, definitely gonna read that tonight, though. But yeah, y'all, all bills are already paid. Okay, not saying you need to stop paying your bills, because I'm starting to hear a lot of folks saying that. Okay, I'm starting to hear a lot of folks saying that. And my boy X was the first one to bring that all bills paid. Okay, my boy X. All right, my boy X. He the only one, you know what I'm saying, that really was the first one to say that all bills paid, because all bills are paid. But I'm seeing a lot of folks starting to run with that. Hey, man, you know all bills are already paid. Well, they are already paid, but it's like you have to be able to explain how they're already paid. Because if you don't, you're going to have folks literally stop paying their bills. You know what I'm saying? Folks literally going to stop paying their bills. Like, well, you said. You know what I'm saying? You said I can do this. I just got to send this. I got somebody in my inbox right now. Action. Hey, so I seen the video, so all we gotta do is put page of bearer on the bill and sit it in, right? I'm like, no. All right, somebody asks perform or pay. Correct. Either you gonna pay or you gonna perform. All right, if you perform, you don't have to pay. But until you learn how to perform, meaning perform your contractual obligations, you have to keep paying. So keep paying while you're learning your contractual obligations. So then you'll have enough confidence to be able to start sending your documents off. Then you'll be able to play chess and be able to know what they're going to send back, and you'll already be ready for them with your second letter. Then you can stop paying, because then you'll be performing. That's how it work. It don't work like this. You've been paying, you just stop paying, you ain't learned how to perform, and you're not paying. That's it. That man, they about to come snatch your shit up. Man, you about to lose. Like you about to be out of there. Like all day. Okay, so that's why I tell folks, you gotta learn what's going on. You can't just be following folks. This is not to follow the leader. Okay, this is follow the info. Follow the info. The info is going to get you to your estate. You need to walk into the door. All right, you need to understand how to. You're the only one that's supposed to be protecting your estate, and you ain't been doing your job. We haven't been doing our job. All right, we're supposed to be protecting the Constitution, which protects our citizen. There is no step-by-step process, guys. You've been studying all year with no results, and you still haven't pieced it together yet. Put everything that you've been studying, and you create a process. All right, now if you can't create steps out of everything you've been studying, you ain't been studying. So many people say, hey man, I've been studying all year, but I haven't got any results. Well, it probably isn't meant for you to get results yet. You still got to study. You haven't understand what you've been studying. You haven't understand what you've been studying. That's what's going on. There is no step-by-step process. None. If it was, don't y'all think people would be telling y'all to go to that website? Y'all, there is no step-by-step. You have to piece this shit together. You have to piece it together. You have to actually perform. Adults. Okay? You got to perform. That's what's going on. There is no steps, family. I try my best. I try to show folks what I do. All right? Everything in my class is what I did. You know what I'm saying? And y'all see the folks getting remedy. That's the course they got. All right? That's what's working. I didn't read that step by step. I pieced things together that from my research. All right, the Bill of Exchange Act. Okay, let me put it in my bag. All right, Emergency Banking Act. All right, let me put it in my bag. All right, principal agent relationship. All right, I've been learning about that. All right, I've been learning about interest. All right, let me throw that in my bag. All right, I've been learning about the Federal Reserve Act. Okay, all right, Article 3. All right, Article 2, bam, okay, all right. So I'm going into a cocoon. I'm taking everything I've learned from my bag. I'm dissecting it. I'm overstanding it, all right? Because I need to learn how to transfer this to documentation. I need to be able to transfer this to documentation because I know documentation is over conversation. What I say on the phone, that shit don't exist. I must create documentation and a paper trail so I can build my case. So when I eventually transfer to my court claim, it's easy. I already did the work. All right. Now it's just me standing on what I'm putting on record. All right. Definitely need to learn your personal state. You know what I'm saying? Like learn your state codes and your state laws. All right. But you have to understand what's going on before you try to go fight this machine. Y'all, what you going against is a well-oiled machine that's been around for longer than 100, 200 years, y'all. The Sister K. Vought Act came out in 1666. My bad. It came out in the 1500s. Probably one before that. So for them to have to come out with a Sister K. Vought Act of 15-something lets you know what was going on. And that lets you know that's what's still going on. So you think you just gonna wake up one day, take somebody class and just, oh yeah, he said put this. You think you'll learn a step-by-step overnight? Do y'all hear us? The step-by-step is the administrative process. That's the step-by-step. And I'm not talking to individual. It's plenty of people that's looking for a step-by-step. So many people are looking for a template. Y'all know how many people got templates that didn't work? And them same templates worked for somebody that knew how to enforce them. And you know the difference between you and them? You don't know what you sent. You paid for a document. You changed the name around. You changed the information. You didn't even read the damn document. You just sent it in. It didn't work. Now you got mad. Now you angry as shit. Now you putting your blame on somebody else that you paid you because now you said this was gonna work. Now if that worked for somebody else, why wouldn't they sell it to you? Now I don't sell templates, by the way. I don't sell templates, but I be hearing folks. All right, if that template worked for somebody and he sent the same one or she sent the same one to you and it didn't work for you, what did you do different? Okay, so you can have all the damn templates all you want. You can have all the templates in the world. That shit don't mean nothing if they hit you back and say no. Because if you don't know how to go around that no, what's the purpose of sending anything off? Yeah, that's the only way. If you ain't tried that, you ain't tried Nathan. All right, if you ain't tried that, you ain't tried Nathan. And it's not something you got to try. It's something that you're going to have to succeed. Because if you don't succeed of knowing the administrative process, you might as well hang this up. Hang it up. It's a lot of people that had to hang it up because they didn't know they had to learn the court process. They thought they could just read some laws and a couple of acts and just start going in saying, well, I'm the natural person and all my bills are paid because ... Well, okay. Well, take it to court then. See if it works. Most people don't build a case. They just go off hearsay. And everything is hearsay if you cannot prove it. It's not what you know. It's what you can prove. Can you prove that they used your collateral? They used your security? Can you prove it outside of saying, hey, they used my social security? You know how many people use that and aren't successful? You got to go a little deeper. You got to know how to piece it together. You got to know how to bring that Federal Reserve Act in motion. Okay? Because anything outside of that and not knowing the administrative process, you just really out here practicing. And a lot of this takes practice, because practice prevents poor performance. All right, so a lot of this stuff that we're going through, we have to go through it because it's perfecting us later on. A lot of us ain't meant to have remedy right now. I be hearing folks saying, I've been learning this for 20 years and I ain't had no remedy. And I'm hearing you learn it in 2 years. I've been learning this for 20 years and I'm hearing you learn this in 2 years. And I'm like, well, I guess it was meant for you to meet somebody like me. I'm sure you taught somebody along your way that was able to learn it fast. That's how it's supposed to go. I'm not supposed to learn it longer than what you learned it. That's backwards. I'm supposed to learn it faster than the generation before me learned it. And the generation after me is supposed to learn it even more faster. It's not supposed, you see what I'm saying? That's how I spoke, because we're supposed to be creating a sufficient quote unquote process for the ones that are coming in to overstand. Because there is no step-by-step process, so people are creating their own individual experience process. Now, you got to follow the process that has worked. You can't follow somebody just because, oh, damn, they seem like they know what they're talking about. Nah, you can't do that. Are people getting remedy? You know what I'm saying? That's what you need to look for. Are people getting remedy outside of the leader? Are people getting remedy outside of the leader? When I first started this, I already said I wasn't really going to show my remedy because I could lie to y'all goddamn day. I could go get a car right now. Go pay for it. Show you, all right? And you'll be like, oh, damn, he didn't pay for it. You see what I'm saying? I'd rather show you somebody else that don't know me, okay, that has used it. I'd rather you see them use it. I'd rather you see them because that's somebody that's in your shoes. I could be telling you a bold-faced lie right now. That's what I'm saying. Nobody, don't follow me. Follow the information that I'm giving you. All right, now I know I'm solid. You know what I'm saying? I know I'm solid. But don't follow me. All right? Don't follow me. Meaning, don't be up under me waiting for everything to be dropped. Yo, you can supersede me. Like, outside of 2 years ago, I did not know none of this. I didn't know none of this. I was complaining about bills, too. All right, so for y'all to get that, make sure y'all get that beginner course. Definitely, because that'll put you on the right track, and that's going to put you over a lot of this bullshit that's being sold out here. You know what I'm saying? I really had to take it back to American Gangster. Y'all know when he had to sell that Blue Magic for a little cheaper, but it was better. So I was like, fuck it, I'm going to do mine free, and I know it's better. You know what I'm saying? Because people need that pure. You need that pure info. You don't need that re-rock. You don't need that shake and bake. You know what I'm saying? Y'all gonna die on that and what? Y'all taking that fentanyl. Folks passing fentanyl out. Folks overdosing on uninformed info. Yeah, I have courses. Yeah, I got an advanced course, it's 500. It'll show you how to fill your documents off and how to send. Now, send on your own risk. Send on your own risk. All right? You know what I'm saying? Send on your own risk. That's why I gave my beginner course out free, because a lot of people just trying to jump straight to the advanced course. I was like, yo, you're not advanced. The advanced is for the advanced. Advanced is for execution. You're a beginner. You just told me you just learned this, you just heard about this yesterday. And you ready to buy the advanced course? Yeah, hit that beginner course, yeah. Even if you think you're advanced, get that beginner course so you can kind of see it from another perception or perspective. And it's free. You can't beat it. Outside of it being free, it's normally $250. Yeah, I definitely have a course. She said, I need remedy. I feel you. Yeah. Let me just tell you a little insight, y'all. Some folks laugh. Now you don't got to do this. You know what I'm saying? To each his own. I just know like a couple of months before I learned consumer law, I started taking shrooms. All right, that's when I really started taking shrooms. And I was taking shrooms like every day. You know what I'm saying? Before I learned about consumer law, I was on a real freedom like journey. I dyed my hair. You know what I'm saying? I got the face tats. What else I do? I got my nose pierced. Just, you know what I'm saying? I took it out, but yeah, I was just really on just a freedom, man. I was just taking trips, just random spots, just going to the beach, taking shrooms late at night, just be sitting on the fucking beach. I got some crazy ass damn stories, but yeah. So, so a couple of months after that, like consumer law was introduced to me because right after that I was trying to learn how to build my credit. I was listening to folks like Bandman Kevo, who else was out there? I would listen to a lot of the credit repair folks, a lot of folks like that. Grant Cardone, who else I was listening to? Yeah, guys like that. I was listening to guys like that. So yeah, that was in 1 month. And 1 month later, I heard about consumer law. All right, brother Umar, founder of the Bureau Bullies. All right, I heard him on at the time. It's the Truck and Hustles. It's the same brothers that got the Earn Your Leisure, the EYL. All right, they used to have Truck and Hustle, but now they got EYL. But brother Umar was on that podcast, so I'm at work. You feel me? I'm on the forklift. I'm just doing my job. And I'll be listening to like motivational shit as I listen to podcasts as I'm working, and I just heard him say, "There is no law that says you have to pay a bill." When he said that shit, y'all, it's like my whole body just froze, and it's like it was like there was a piece of DNA in me that like unlocked. It's like I legit felt this shit inside me. It's hard for me to explain. Some of you may have felt that before, you know what I'm saying? When you kind of was introduced to it, then you really understood that it was, you know what I'm saying? It was like damn, this is real. Like this is not a dream. This is not a game. This is not a fraud. This is not a scam. This is real. Okay, so keep in mind, I'm on a forklift. I'm grabbing something off the top. I'm getting something off the D level, which is like the top level. I instantly, as soon as he said that shit, man, I froze. Man, I just sat there. He kept talking. You know, there's a law that says you have to pay a bill, but there are laws that said that debt collectors can't collect debts. So that's when my mom was like, damn, I'm already deep into quote unquote conspiracy theories. All I needed was the right info. You know what I'm saying? So that was really what started my journey with consumer law. And I just really started my hunt. I started my path. I went from group to group. I was that guy asking questions like, "Hey man, what do I say when I go to the dealership?" That was me. I was the guy that was sending my shit wrong as hell, not reading. That was me. That was me going to group, just trying to get what did we put in box 1. That was me all day. That was me complaining about folks putting expiration dates on their courses. I never understood that. I still don't. So all my courses don't have no. I don't understand. Like if you want to free somebody, sell it to them. It's like if I sell you an ounce of weed, hell, I'm gonna ask for it back. You smoked it, go smoke that. Go enjoy yourself on that bag. I mean, that's how I look at my product. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's no damn expiration. What the hell? I heard somebody be having a week. You can only view they shit for a week, and then after you done paid for the recorder, I'm like, oh hell nah, I got to change this. So yeah, all my courses, man, that is lifetime. Just like if you download my free course right now, it's lifetime. All right, so yeah, so that really started my journey. I was in all the groups. Okay, it really took me to get real frustrated and just really be an adult about the situation. Like, these people don't owe me nothing. You know what I'm saying? I had to realize that these people don't owe me nothing. What? If it wasn't for these folks even giving wrong info, I didn't even know about this shit. You know what I'm saying? I didn't even know about You know what I'm saying? I didn't even know about this shit. Rather it was wrong info or not. You know what I'm saying? It led me in the right direction. So I had to realize, no, none of these folks owe me nothing. That's why I don't speak harm on nobody that, you know what I'm saying, introduced me to any part of the law that I didn't know. You know what I'm saying? Now, I don't have any mentors. None of them can ever say they took me by the hand. Like, nobody in this game can say that. You feel me? I look at a lot of folks that helped me on my way, and I applied what they gave me for my journey. All right, I definitely overstood that. But I never really viewed nobody as a mentor. I more so as like, let me see what he has. I was looking folks as like gurus that you go. It's like in like martial arts. You come see a certain sensei to get his teachings. All right, bam, you got his teachings. All right, bam, I'm out of here. Leave, go to the next village. You learn his teachings. All right, bam. All right, I'm out of here. But I learned that when I was doing that, I was learning different processes as I was doing that. And I wasn't getting any remedy. I wasn't having any clarity because I was learning it from him. I was learning it from her. I was learning it from him. I was learning it from her. Not reading for myself. I'm going off their perception. So when I ask them a question, they get hung up. I'm like literally still waiting on the answer. Like, little did I know, they didn't have the answers, Sway. They didn't have the answers. And I had to realize egos in this shit. People was going to choose their ego rather than being righteous every day. A lot of folks ain't just going to tell you, hey, I don't know that. That's not my lane. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, that's not my lane. Folks will try to speak on some shit like, yeah, you just da 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 da. Now that person is hanging on everything you saying, which is also a problem. And they go and do exactly what you just said. Now you got them doing two totally different things at once. Getting they shit all fucked up. Getting they shit all twisted, commingled. You know what I'm saying? That's really what's going on, y'all. And only the ones that are reading can see this is going on. Only ones that are reading know and from the bottom of their heart really be feeling what I be saying. Because if you're not reading, you really don't know what I be saying. You probably think you do. You probably just be agreeing with shit, but you really don't know what's really going on. You really don't. You really don't. For the ones that are reading and connecting the dots, you know what's up. I have folks send me stuff daily. Hey, brother, I was reading this stuff I've never read. Brother, I was reading this. I made it because this. I'm like, damn. Good shit. That's what we need. That's what we need. We need eyes out here. We need all hands on deck. We can't just be relying on one damn person. Have y'all not seen what they do to leaders? Why do you think everybody do that? Because everybody go up on the one person? And they know everybody don't have a mind of their own? And they know it's easy. Hey, man, just shoot the head off, the body gonna fall. That's all they gotta do. Just shoot the damn head and they gonna fucking scatter. And that's what we do, don't we? Don't we? We don't know what to do when some shit happens. We start marching and shit. We start holding hands and shit, praying and shit, kumbaya and shit. Saying F the government and shit. You know what I'm saying? That was me. That's why I'm able to talk like this. That's why when people say, you talk very arrogant. Nah, you just don't know where I came from. You know what I'm saying? That's why I talk the way I talk. Okay, it wasn't silver spoon for me. You know what I'm saying? It wasn't, I don't know what these other guys, what backgrounds they got. I don't fucking know. I know if you came through certain backgrounds, you come with certain morals. You know what I'm saying? It's certain shit you just can't do. You see what I'm saying? Because you done been through certain situations. So when I be sitting and hearing a lot of shit, I'm like, what the fuck? And they doing this with a straight face? Folks got to be able to read the room. But I don't blame artists, because artists is going to make the music that the fans listen to. I'm going to always blame the fans. It's always the customer. All right? It's always the listener. All right? It's always the listener's fault. Because if the listener isn't doing their due diligence and they just going off what they hear. You know what I'm saying? That's a problem in itself. All right, so that was my journey, y'all, and I say that so if you're taking that same steps, I see a lot of folks taking that step. I see a lot of folks in different type groups. I don't know if y'all think that's cool to say, hey, I'm in 4 groups, 4 consumer law groups. I'm like, why? No, get the fuck out. Get out of all of them. Go read for yourself. You need that much help? Yeah, I know you're a beginner. Yeah, I know, but find you a person that you can see, okay, yeah, he or she, yeah, I see students are getting remedy. Yeah, let me go. You feel what I'm saying? That's who you invest your money with. It don't got to be me. It's other folks that got things going on that's getting remedy. It ain't got to be me. All right, it ain't got to be me. All right, but you want to find somebody that has students that getting remedy, not somebody that can just regurgitate some goddamn law. You can do that if you read the shit for 2 weeks straight. You'll see your vocabulary change. When you open your mouth up, people say, damn, did you go to school? And you're like, nah, I just been reading for a week. And that shows you the difference between someone that doesn't read and someone that does read. Y'all, that gap is huge. When you start reading a little bit, remember, most people don't read. So imagine when you start reading a little bit. Imagine you start reading a lot. Now you see the rich get richer. The poor will always get poorer. This is how it's going. Non-readers, readers. Why would it change? It's never going to change. The hell? You can say it all day. Well, you know the rich keep getting richer. Well, what we going to do about it? I tell you what, let me just isolate myself from the poor. Okay, let me just go ahead and get this information for myself. All right, because I am not poor no more. I am not broke no more. All right, I'm informed and I'm wealthy. All right, you got to get informed to be wealthy. All right, you don't just get wealthy. You know how many people think they're wealthy, but they're not informed and they lose it all? Why do you think people say humble yourself because you might lose it all? I'm not losing it all. How am I going to lose it all? You have to hit me with the Men in Black button to make me forget everything I done overstood. Okay? It's set in stone. You can't take this away. It's already being used. You can't take this. You see what I'm saying? Now, if I'm just living off my money, yeah, you can take that. Yeah. Every single penny, you can clear every single bank account. Yeah. Kick my dough in, take everything. But you know what? I still got my info. And I'm going to use that motherfucker soon as I'm able. Soon as I able. I'm just going to ride the show out, ride the roll out. I ain't going to fight it. All right, do what y'all gonna do, because I just want y'all to know that there's a fee schedule that's being recorded. All right? All right? Because this is business that's being done. I know that this is business that's being done. All right? And I have to understand that there is a performance that's needs to be done on my estate's behalf. And I'm here to do that duty. You know what I'm saying? And I'm focused on that shit. I don't want to be around nobody that ain't focused on taking over their estate. What the fuck we got to talk about? I don't give a fuck what the verdict was in Megan Thee Stallion's case. I don't give a damn. I don't give a damn how close LeBron is from scoring more than Kareem. I don't care. All right? What does that got to do with your bill that's coming every month that you complain about and that you still paying on? When you going to learn how to perform? Because that's the only conversation we need to be talking about going into 2023. Because some of us is already living it. Some of us are already living it. So to have folks come in trying to tear it down and say it ain't, man, what? The folks that's living it need to be on these folks' head. But I got to be honest, a lot of folks don't like that conversation. You know, I'm a debater. You know what I'm saying? My mama said when I was young, she had a dream I was going to be a lawyer. She already, you know what I'm saying? She didn't know I was going to be this type of attorney. You know what I'm saying? Like big dog status. You know what I'm saying? What lawyer? What the hell? I wish a lawyer would. You know what I'm saying? Like that. You know what I'm saying? So you got to understand that's the type of energy you got to bring. Because you're here to protect your estate. You're here to protect your property. Your application is out there being flipped repeatedly for your benefit. You just got to come forth as the right representative and claim those benefits. I hear brothers saying, nah, I don't use social, bro. I put that on the shelf. I'm like, who the fuck told you that? I bet he's still paying bills. I bet he's still paying bills. Whoever the hell told you to put your social up, I bet he's still paying bills. I know that for a fact. Because the social is a beneficial card. You know you can act as the taxpayer when you're the taxpayer, and you don't have to be the taxpayer when you're not acting as the taxpayer, right? You do understand that, right? You do know that, right? You can be what you want to be on cloud nine. Y'all been listening to Temptations, goddamn. They were dropping facts. They were dropping facts. Y'all better go listen to Cloud 9. Y'all thought they were talking about drugs, goddamn. They probably was. But y'all better hear that song. You a million miles from reality. Oh, shit. For real. You can be anything you want to be. You can wake up tomorrow and go open up a business name. Theodore, Pinkleberry, goddamn. Just go open up a business called it Theodore Pinkleberry. You can go get an EIN for it, and then you can literally go start operating as Theodore Pinkleberry. You just created a whole business, a person. Now Theodore is born. Y'all, is that easy? I usually thought identity, multiple identities was bad until I learned business. I'm like, wait a minute. It's good when you're doing the business. It's only bad when you lose reality. When you lose touch in reality, that's when it's bad. When you know how to be multiple personalities in business, oh my goodness. It's so fun. Man, you can operate different avatars. Did you know you can go create as many businesses as you want, name them different, and have them all doing business with each other? Did you know that? You know those can be your friends. You know, people be like, I'm looking for somebody with matching mindsets and ... Well, just create a business entity that has the same mindset as the business entity that you made prior. Yeah. Too ambitious. Facts. But yeah, you can literally create as many fictional characters as you want. Damn, it just hit me. In the Bill of Exchange, it literally says what a fictitious person is. Damn, what do they tell us to get rid of when we're kids? Get rid of your imaginary friends. Get rid of your fictitious friends. Well, I'll be damned. We're supposed to have fictitious friends when we're adults. They're just our business friends that we operate. I guess that's where the whole own nothing, control everything comes in. All right? Because we don't own it. All right? The principal owns it. We just here on the behalf. Okay? All right? So again, y'all, it's a lot of fluff being handed out. All you gotta do is go read the shit for yourself. Piece it together for yourself. You gotta have some confidence. You can't be no bitch. I know my nephew probably gonna see this, but I'll tell him this anyway. You can't be no bitch out here. You can start a new business every damn day. Imagine when you get them all built up where they need to get built up. Now you transferring, doing business. Now you gifting that business. You gifting that business. That's what trusts do. Donate to trust to trust. That's the name of the game, y'all. That's what's going on, y'all. So when you hear Trump go into bankruptcy for 30 business, just know he done created 30 fictitious people, got lines of credit for them, crashed them all out, and just did it all over again. Not saying do that, but I'm just saying he learned the loopholes and he did it successfully. And folks is mad at him. He telling you what he doing. He prepay his taxes. Folks worry about that racism too much, man. You'll be arguing about racism till you in the grave. You know what I'm saying? You got to level up from that race debate, man. Like, and I used to be the dude that used to say, no, because of racism everywhere. Exactly. So what you gonna do about it? You gonna argue? You gonna fight every single racist person that says something? You gonna fight every single person that calls you a word? Well, you gonna be fighting forever. You gonna be fighting forever. I hate to see what your hands look like. I hate to see what your hands look like. Don't you know you need your hands? You need these. You need these. But yeah, y'all, that's the game. That's the game. Like, again, y'all don't know how long they gonna keep my Instagram page up. Now, I ain't gave me no issues or nothing, but I'm gonna be real. Make sure y'all keeping this info. All right? Because I just gave you the game. You operate through business. In God we trust. When you go to the IRS, a trust is a business. In God we trust. We are the gods and we are in trust. Our Sister K trust is the first trust that's created at birth. Yeah, well, y'all better get on them shrooms. Folks was laughing at me. They were like, stay off the shrooms. You talking crazy. I was like, all right. All right. All right. Keep scared to do natural shit. All right. That's what's going on, y'all. So that's just my timeline on things. I don't think I would have been able to overstand it how I'm able to understand it if I didn't take shrooms. All right, people will say, well, no, brother, you would have learned it. I'm like, nah, I got to be real with it. How my mind was before shrooms and how my mind was after shrooms, not even a fucking comparison. Not even a comparison. Not even a comparison. Not even a comparison. But yeah, family, go ahead and end the video. I ain't gonna keep y'all too long. You see how Instagram let me rock, y'all? You see how y'all remember they used to give me the timer? They don't give me that timer no more, do they? Hell nah, they let me flow a little bit. That's why I'm saying I'm out here protecting the people. You know what I'm saying? I don't know what's watching over me, but you see what I'm doing? All right, Congress. All right, now watch my back now. I'm out here trying to get the debt corrected I'm trying to show the folks how to correct the debt. We getting it together. Just give us some time. We know the debt is $28 trillion, and that's our money that we need to go claim it and correct it on the books. We know we coming. All right, but that's what's going on, y'all. We here to protect the Constitution. Give me life, give me liberty, or give me motherfucking death. Goddamn. You know what I'm saying? That's how I would say it if I was in court, modern day time. That's how I would say it. Give me liberty, give me death. I might drop the F-bomb in court. Yep. I'm sure it was definitely opened up a different level. Definitely. All right, so yeah, y'all, make sure y'all get that beginner course. All right, you got until 11:59 to download. It's coming down. All right, for those that's ready for the advanced course, it's $500. So if you already seen what's in the beginner course, imagine what's in the advanced course. Okay, so do with that info as you may. All right, tap in, y'all. Don't let this info go to waste. And I know it's free, so a lot of folks is really gonna take a negative advantage of it, meaning like they not gonna take it serious. Like, oh man, it's free. I'll get to it when I get to it. Like, what? All right, y'all. Peace and love. Tap in with me if you want that advanced course. All right. Make sure y'all be safe this weekend too. I'm gonna try to hop on tomorrow, give another quick little bean. All right, I'm about to go study that. What was that act that we was? Was it the Contract Dispute Act of 1978? I'm about to go study that right now. Can I leave it up for the rest of the month? No, I cannot. Why do you need it for the rest of the month, brother? You can get it right now, download it, and go do it. What you need more time for? I don't know if that's a goddess or a brother. I need glasses. I can't see it. All right, but no, brothers. It's ended at 11:59. People had all week to download it for free. You got until 11:59 to download it for free. No excuses. All right, because at 12 a.m., it goes back to 250. All right, 250. 250. 250. All right, but yeah, going to the Contract Dispute Act 1978. If you're smart, I will go look at that also. All right, so peace and love, y'all. Again, make sure y'all be safe this weekend. All right, I'm out.